Good evening, parents. I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to record a short video discussing the issue of preparing your children for life after high school. So, I am a medical physicist and math and science curriculum writer. My name is Amos Tarfa, and I also just finished a course teaching linear algebra to high school students through a program in connection with MIT. And one of the things we're realizing is education is changing. It's changing fast. The reason why we did the course for MIT out in Wyoming was not because of just this idea of the changing times and so on, but also because we realized that there is a gap, right, where there's a lack of opportunity that certain people have for that would maybe give them an sort of that edge to get into some of these top universities. So we're providing more opportunities for people. That's good, but I will say that one of the things you're going to observe in education that is going to happen is mediocrity and average education. Somebody just being average, it's not going to be a good idea at this time, right? What you want is you want your student to apply themselves to excellence, to giving their best in their schoolwork, but go beyond your schoolwork. To the student should go into the realm of projects and solving problems in their communities or around the world. One of the projects that we're doing right now involves connecting students in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria, at Federal Government College Lagos, where I went to school. We're going to connect them with students in Houston, Texas, and then other parts of the US, the UK, Singapore, and around the world, right? This is part of our initiative called Life Academy. So going into the fall of 2026, we're going to focus a lot more on that holistic education model that doesn't just solve your maybe pain point regarding math, because I get I get a lot of emails or regular contact about math education, which is important, and that's what we've done for like 20 years, right, or 15 years. What I want to pivot into, however, now is how can I help students to reach their full potential? How can I ensure how can I ensure that our students are doing well on their ACT and their SAT, that they are building solutions for helping people in different communities, that they are getting mentorship from professionals in different fields, that they are getting advice on career preparation, that they're learning how to basically do mathematics at the highest level: calculus 1, calculus 2, calculus 3, linear algebra, differential equations, physics, chemistry at high levels. How do we ensure that every child has those opportunities? The interesting thing about going into top universities is that it's not just about being good at your regular schoolwork. You also have to be looking at how can I do well in extracurricular? How can I do well in going above and beyond in solving real problems in my community? So these are the things that we'll be discussing on our webinars regularly. We have a webinar coming up on August. Let's see, we just had one August 1st, so August 8th. So every Saturday, basically at 11 a.m. Eastern, we have a webinar where we're trying to encourage families to help their children reach their full potential. So if you want to learn more of these strategies, you can join us. On Saturday, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, which is education, AI and education transformation, the good, the bad, and the ugly. AI will disrupt education. AI will cause a serious problem for the traditional education route that is focused on just test taking, especially. So we need to start looking at some of the best thinkers from back in the day: Isaac Newton, Leonard Euler, Carl Friedrich Gauss, James Clerk Maxwell. What can we learn from the best mathematicians and scientists and help your children to basically build on top of what they've done, right? Newton was quoting somebody else when he said this, but it's still very relevant. If I have seen further, it's because I've stood on the shoulders of giants. So your children need to be thinking about that. What giants are they standing on the shoulders of? Now, if your children go to school in America, I have a special word of advice for you. The American education system is not rigorous enough for what your children will need in the AI revolution. I'm talking about just general public schools across America. You need to go the extra mile and make sure your children are going way above and beyond. Look at what Singapore, India, and Nigeria are doing and benchmark against that and go above that. That's not happening in most schools in America. We need to solve that. This is part of my goal, is to try and find ways to help children in America flourish. But the more I look into the American education system and the more I have conversations with parents, I'm very concerned. So these are the issues we'll be discussing in class as well on Saturday. So let me go check on my young scholars. It looks like one of our kids is playing with something he shouldn't. But anyways, if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, objections, let us know. Otherwise, we will see some of you on Saturday. Take care and have a blessed day. Our website is learningforexcellence.com, learningforexcellence.com. Take care and have a blessed day. See you then.